Hello, this is Crowbeak, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy X Let's Play. I am talking about the game critically and reminiscently, and hopefully not getting time trying to record this section of the game. There was an ass-kicking, and so I am going forth having ground, and also having taken some advice from a friend of mine. I was trying to keep all of the characters at about the same level, because there are some battles in the game which take place underwater and there are only 3 people who can do it, and so yeah, that's just a habit that I've been in forever, since the first time I played this game, and my friend pointed out, you don't really need to do that, that in the few instances where you have those mandatory underwater battles, the characters you have, like even the underwater characters, can be brought up to, they're usually not so far behind that they can't catch up. And actually at this point, I don't think that after this there are any mandatory underwater battles anyway. So I have chosen for my mostly permanent party for the rest of the game to be Yuna, who is more powerful a magic user than Lulu. And though she doesn't have the highest level elemental spells yet, she does just fine with those second tier ones. Along with Waka, who is, I took him down Auron's path for a while, but he's also got some bits of Tidus's path and is therefore more accurate and able to hit the faster, more agile creatures, and Auron, because he is Auron. Let's have some story. That just looks cold.
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know?
I know.
Uni is gonna get the final Aeon, you know?
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet.
Optimism
Until we
Crew
do, we really can't help Yuna.
is losing steam here.
Let's go to Xanarkand.
Kind of sad.
We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Xanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
Jack.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
I wonder how much of him telling her to go was because he recognized, Seymour recognized him
Prepare yourself, son of
as
Jack.
the son of Jacked. I like the way he
Not if
says
I
it
can
there,
help
even though I
it.
talked over it.
Save some for Kimari.
Man, that's more aggressive than you ever hear from Kimari. Beating his old enemy has
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
injected some badass into him.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path, one after another. No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna. Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
No, what do you know?
There's actually a whole lot loaded into that cutscene there. At the beginning, he hears that
Your hope ends here.
he hears that Titus is the star player of the Xanarkand Abes and goes, "Oh, you're Jecht's son." So it's interesting that he knew that much about Jecht, that he could recognize Titus for who and what he is that quickly, just from hearing that. There's also, Seymour talks about the Spiral of Death, which is wording that Orin has used in the past. And then there's also something I'm forgetting. I'll just fight. Hopefully I'll remember. Hastka. And then there was another thing. There were two other things that I wanted to talk about with that cutscene, and I'm just not remembering them. Sucks to be me. Alright. Seaboard. Trying to poison him. Ow. No! That was too fast! That's just not fair. Okay, well I have to attack with him now. Oh, I remember another thing I was going to talk about. He talked about becoming the next sin, which implies strongly that every reborn sin is a different one, and also that every sin is made from a person, that it's not just Jecht, who is such a construct. Where is life? Does she not have life? I was about to say, she better have life. I'd very much like for her to have life. Orin, try to poison this guy. Poisoning him sooner than later would make me really happy. Oh good, I get to heal him. Esna, hahaha. Especially if I go the right direction. Yesna. That's right. Try to poison him again. Please get poisoned. I have poison strike on both Orin and Waka, so that hopefully I can poison him and let him kill himself by acting instead of... Oh no! He's a zombie! Whoops. Actually, that might work out for the... Oh. That's what I get for not noticing that he had been zombified. Whenever someone is a zombie, and zombie is one of the more... I guess I kind of touched on the zombie... Oops, wrong thingy. I guess I kind of touched on zombie earlier when I talked about that one boss that you can cheaply beat with just Phoenix Downs and full lives and stuff, or like really good potions and whatnot. But the zombie... He has protect. Oh, whatever. Still gonna attack, because hopefully I have poison. The zombie status effect does not have any negative effects, technically. It changes the very nature of the character. Why am I not using their things? Well, whatever. That was very eloquent, I'm sure. We'll haste people again. It changes the nature of the person in one simple way. Since they're a zombie, healing spells actually hurt them. And actually I don't want to hit the more absorption thing. I just want to hit him. Healing spells actually hurt them instead of healing them. And I can't remember if there's anything other than that. Either way, there are... Nope, I just want to attack. I changed my mind. I would very much like to poison this guy, but apparently that's just not meant to be. He gets 2 attacks in a row. Flare. Ow. Oh, he cast it on himself with that reflect. Oh dear. I don't remember what that does. I think we're at high enough life that I think I will try to dispel this guy and see how it goes. I don't know what that's... I'm a little scared right now. I have gotten farther in this boss battle than I did last time. Last time was pretty awful. It just didn't go well at all. I got my butt handed to me rather quickly. But yeah, good times. Oh, one other thing that is worth noting about that cutscene that happened before this. Seymour was talking about becoming Sin with Yuna's help. That's kind of a key hint. There's a lot of hints to things to come. Ah, I remember the other thing I was going to talk about in this. The whole sending thing. You would think that she wouldn't hesitate when he was like, LOL, you're going to send me. Yeah, of course she's going to send you. You need to be sent. This is a thing that needs to happen. But for some reason, it's really easy to make her hesitate and not actually do it. And it would just say, oh, yeah, this is the ouch. Oh wait, that didn't actually ouch me much. I'm a little confused. Oh. Ow. Can I just kill him in one hit? I get 2 hits. I win. I killed him anyway. Woo! That makes me happy. That was a lot easier than the first time it was. And I lost my train of thought again. Well, oh, sending. She could just send Seymour and be rid of this guy who won't freaking die. This is the 3rd boss fight we've had of him, and he was dead before we even saw him for the first time, right?
And stay up there!
He's been dead for a while. But she doesn't. And every time she doesn't send him, it's to prevent another reveal from getting ruined. Which is a really interesting tactic. We've had, like, one reveal that we missed was when she wanted to send him at the trial. They stopped her, and it turns out that Micah was also a dead guy. Was it? No, it was at the wedding. She was going to send him. Micah stopped her. Actually, I think I'm getting things out of order now. Either way, every time she's gone to send him, someone's been like, and she hasn't done it. And there's always a reveal to come after. And this case is no exception. She didn't send him. And there's one more sending.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes Sin, Sir Jecht will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still...
Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something?
Waka wants to think it's all crazy talk.
Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
See, now that's a really interesting cutscene in and of itself. Because, as I was talking about during the battle, a lot happened in the previous cutscene. A lot of things were said that are all... They were all very much talking about things to come. And Yuna picked up on that. At first it seemed like she didn't. When Seymour talked directly to Titus, saying that if I become Sin, your old man will be saved, she picked up on that, even though they didn't really go anywhere with it. Immediately before the battle, I mean. That looks so
what
cool.
are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story. What?
I don't know if I would have touched that. Fireflies. Interesting thing to have here in what is clearly a flashback of Xanarkand. Intact. Oh, it's not a flashback. This is current Titus in Xanarkand. Can I control him? Not yet, at least. Now I can. And of course I go the opposite direction because that's what you do. Listen to that sound for a moment. It's really creepy. It's definitely got undertones of weird stuff is going on. This is, by the way, an environment that we've seen before, although last time it was filled with people. Pretty sure this is Titus's house. This is where he comes out of, maybe not house, but this is where he comes out of at the beginning of the game. There's nothing to see here. Must need to go in that door. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his house. Did you see that Xanarkand Ape symbol on the ground? That was a thing. This is... I like the carpet.
Welcome
And...
You...
the creepy kid that we now know
We met
is
in
Bahamut.
Yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
Creepy kid gets creepier. Just for the record. Look at all those trophies. I hadn't noticed that before.
Wake up! Wake up!
Spira intruding on his home.
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
I'm not gonna comment yet. I'm just gonna follow Creepy Kid. I'm gonna wait until this whole little thing is over before I say much about it. Now we go up on deck. This is a cool house, by the way. I'm gonna interrupt your regularly scheduled big moment to say that I want this house. Complete with the view, especially of the big water arch thing. I want that to be a thing.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Xanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Xanarkand didn't stand a chance. Xanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning? You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Xanarkand that never sleeps.
Oh, what?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people? What? They're all dreams? Me? Too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming...
It's a really cool skybox. But look at that, Xanarkand just disappeared. Well, that's an awesome floor. Oh, that looks kind of ravaged, doesn't it?
No! So what if I'm a dream?
We've been dreaming so long. We're tired. Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
I love
Just
the
a little more. And
outside
maybe,
world intruding on the dream. That is such a cool touch that I had completely
maybe
forgotten.
you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
Okay, can I pause here? I can. That is one of the huge defining scenes of the game. We have here a massive collection of faith, a whole bunch of faith that are in a big old group, not just a single faith, a single person trapped in stone in a temple. You've just got like this rock face with people stuck in it, all being faith together. And what they're summoning up is a dream of Xanarkand, full of people living and breathing. Whether the people in this dream Xanarkand are exactly the people that lived there before, or whether they've just made up a whole bunch of people, doesn't really matter. The fact is that Tidus is basically a summon, right? He himself is a dream, a summon that these faith are keeping alive in whatever summoning they're engaged in. Him and the entire Xanarkand he came from. So he is, in a sense, from Xanarkand of 1,000 years ago, but he also, in a sense, is not. He is very much a product of modern Spira. Another thing that was mentioned early in this cutscene that we just finished, Bahamut Kid pointed out, or not pointed out, but gave Tidus a little bit of the history of Spira, which is that the war 1,000 years ago that ended up being the destruction of Xanarkand was between Xanarkand and Bavel, which is now the center of Yevon. That's a detail I'd completely forgotten, and one that I believe gets explored. The war gets explored more in the sequel game than it does in this game. We don't really hear more about it. It's just not important to this story like it is to the next one. But yeah, everything in one thing that I know I've talked about earlier in this grand Let's Play in an earlier episode is that, if not more than once, is that what I love about this game is that, yes, it is a save the world story, but the core of it, the heart of this story, is really the story of Tidus growing up. And by growing up, I mean maturing. Because, I mean, he hasn't appreciably aged. They have not been on this journey for years and years or anything. But he has definitely matured via the experiences he's had. And so now, we've seen him mature a great deal over the course of the journey so far. And now he finds out that he is a dream. And so what he does from here on out is really what the rest of the story is about, to me. Like, this is the heart of the story. That said, this episode is definitely long, and so I am going to end here and pick back up with unpausing this scene and continuing on in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, especially this episode, because that scene with Seymour made him just proved how batshit crazy he is, and also got us into this part here of Titus discovering out what his true nature is, how his Xanarkand relates to the Xanarkand of now, and how Spira and Xanarkand in general are related. Have a good one.